What's up, y'all? I'm Andy. This is EPS Garage. Today I am going to make a very special project. My wife's granddad passed away. He was Navy, so of course he did the Navy ceremony with the interment flag and all that. I wanted to make something special for that flag so it could be displayed properly. I'm military myself, have a lot of respect for the military, so I wanted to make something that you could really enjoy and have a nice piece in your house, in my in-laws' house specifically. So I made this flag holder. It's honestly my first video that I ever tried shooting, so it's not real detailed. Hopefully you find it entertaining. If you do, like, subscribe, give me some feedback. I've got a whole list of stuff that I need to improve on in my videos. Some of it's equipment and some of it's just making the video, how to shoot it, and what to do in it, and I don't know, there's a lot to it. So this is my first one. Go easy on me. I hope you enjoy it. Here you go. Cut them down to rough length. Cut them down to rough length. One is like 18 7/8. Another one's at 18 and 15 16ths. And that one's at 26 5/8. So just rough length. Now I've got to mill them down with my table saw, which is not an easy task. Need a bandsaw. Being my first video, I did not show me cutting the miter joints. However, it's one 45 degree and two 22.5 degree. You do need a jig to make the 22.5 degree. I didn't go into all that, maybe another video. So I used boiled linseed oil and I taped off those back edges because it's getting glued there. I made a boo-boo and this is what I had to do. I wanted to make sure that the oil didn't impede the glue up. I discussed it a little later. So I did that taping to keep majority of the oil off of the surface, because I'm gonna have to glue this, and this was not the original plan. It really makes no sense doing it this way unless you made a mistake, which I made a mistake. These were supposed to be this way and leave an 1/8 inch overhang here where the plexiglass was going to go on the inside. However, when I cut my miters, I cut them the wrong way. Cut them that way instead of the other way. They should have been cut opposite of that. So I had to adapt and overcome. That's one good thing about woodworking, is there's always some way to fix your mistakes. So what I decided to do is I ran it through the table saw, put an 1/8 inch groove in it, and I built it around the plexiglass. So that was my fix. So I sanded this starting with 80 grit and worked my way up to 220. That's as high as I went. And here I am switching to the 220. As you can see, I'm using a Harbor Freight Bauer sanding pad. I think they work pretty good, just my opinion. So for sanding tight spots, I like to take old paint stir sticks, get some spray adhesive, put some sandpaper on it. Works really well. And again, I had to tape off the other surface for glue up. I think sometimes knots in wood are really pretty, so I'll sometimes use them as a feature in it. In this case, I did. You can see them right there. I think they look really, really cool on this piece.
Wow, I just made a mess.
So I'm doing this a little backwards. A lot backwards, and the reason why is because the whole screw up like I talked about earlier. So now I'm gonna have to glue this top piece, which originally was supposed to be some decorative molding and plexiglass sat inside of it. That all went down the drain. Now it has to get glued right on top like this. I had to put the glass, build the glass around it. So that's the next step. Got all my clamps. I got my preferred glue, which is Type Bond 2. And I am going to glue this up the best I can. Right here you can see I'm using one of my favorite Dollar General glue spreaders. They work fantastic. Okay, sorry, my camera ran out of juice and, or my phone I should say, but ran out of juice during the middle of that and I had to continue with the glue up, so you didn't really miss much. Basically I just put all my clamps, and literally almost all my clamps on there. You'll hear a lot of woodworkers say you never have too many clamps, and that is the truth. Probably could have used a couple more, but looks like it's gonna be all right. Really even. I have to do a little extra sanding at the end, and then, you know, put the final touches on, but shouldn't be too bad. I'm also gonna be putting splines to reinforce. I'm gonna do it out of bird's eye maple, so it'll really contrast with the walnut. So I think it'll look really cool. We'll do 3 splines there, on 3 splines on all the corners. So as you can see, the jig holds it up so I can run it through the blade and make slots. See, it just slides right over the blade like that. I had to move it increments. Got all the sides ready. Alright, so I finished it. I didn't go into all the details. This being my first video and stuff, I'm really just kind of playing around. Fun part now will be editing. But anyways, it turned out really good, in my opinion. Of course, there was a lot of mistakes along the way and trial and error. Never built one before, but I think the little splines, bird's eye maple splines, turned out good. Back removable. I went ahead and you can kind of tell, you can feel the glare off there, but I painted the background black just so that everything else shows up. Well, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I hope you liked it.